Okay.
Steve Goldberg, MetalTalk. I'm here with Heidevolk, who've come over to play us a fantastic gig tonight for the first time for ages. We've waited a long time for this. So, gentlemen, tell the nice people who you are and we'll go from there.
Well, my name is Jacco and I'm one of the singers of Heidevolk.
And I am Lars and I'm also one of the singers of Heidevolk.
Excellent.
Yep.
Now, last time you guys went on tour, there was a couple of drinking accidents and broken bones, I believe.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us all about it?
Indeed.
That's a broken foot story again.
Yeah. I guess this is the place where I should join in for a little while. This is Rowan, our bass player.
Not the guy with the broken foot, anyway.
So,
from the horse's mouth then?
Well,
or the mastodon's mouth?
Yeah. I can make a very heroic story about it, and I really will. So, I was fighting, I was at the trenches, First World War. No, it was a stupid thing. I had a great show and I had a good time over there. We just played our show, and I went running to the merchandise stand afterwards to talk with people, and I jumped on the merchandise. There was like a podium for the merchandise, like a platform. So I jumped on it, and instead of landing like this with my feet, I landed like this with my feet. So I broke this part of my foot. This. And, and I thought, damn, this is broken, but actually I didn't think, I said, no, this is not broken, this is just badly hurt. But I knew in my head it was broken, but it cannot be broken because you're on tour.
Yeah.
So there were also two medical doctors with an ambulance for someone else, and I asked them to look at my foot, and I said, is it broken, or is it not? It's badly hurt. It might be broken, but we don't know, but it's badly hurt. And I was like, okay, that's not broken, then I can put a shoe on, and I had some shoes where I can walk fine with it. And so I ran around, I jumped around on stage. But you have to know, I mean, it was broken like this. And every morning I was like doing exercise, like, just like, and the bone was still again like. So, in the end, when I was at home, I did all the shows, and I was at home, and I thought, let's go to a doctor. I went to the doctor. Doctor said, yeah, go to a hospital because it's broken, and they made a picture, and indeed it was like that. And nowadays, I mean, I don't. It healed well, but I'm a runner, and when I do over 12 to 14 kilometers, then I will feel it. So, yeah, it was quite a good thing to go ahead with a tour, but also quite a stupid thing. Then again, you're a musician, and what do you do?
The show must go on. The moral of that story is don't try to steal Heidevolk t-shirts from the merch stand.
Yeah, exactly.
So there you go. But so you're right there.
So anyway, how's the Value album doing? How are we? How's the sales? Are you multi-millionaires yet?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're stinking rich now.
No, we wish. But yeah, it actually hit the Dutch album charts, like in the low range, but
even so,
it was in there for a while. So yeah, so we did good.
Yeah,
I think.
brilliant.
The response on the songs are marvelous. I mean, we're playing. Obviously, we're playing a lot of them live right now on tour. We're still promoting it, and pretty good responses as well to that. Yeah.
That's good to hear because you do deserve it. You've got a very different sound. It's not really like anything else. How did that sound develop? How did Heidevolk become what they are?
I think the basis in that is the dual male singing.
Yeah, the clean male vocals. Yeah, and the vocal harmonies, and also the folk influences without being it straight up folk with a lot of medieval instruments and stuff. So we play like folkish riffs, but we use guitar. And here and there's some medieval instruments for the coloring on the backing track.
Just
Yeah.
you have to fatten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Yeah.
basically, we're still a metal band.
Yeah, you became more metal on the Value album rather than you were more folky before, but more metally on the Value album.
I think the Batavi album, which was previous to Velua, it was an album about war, and that made it a really heavy album with a lot of fast-paced riffing and fast beats and stuff like that. And in Velua we went to a bit more like it's more like a story album, you know. So there's a little more like atmosphere in it. It's not all like fast battle songs. It's songs about landscapes and songs about.
You get a chance to do a little bit different stuff, you know, along the album. Yeah, you can do some ballads, you know, you can do this more describing like songs. Then again, you know, a lot of them are, you know,
And there's some
handling about bad weather and stuff, you know, so you have to. It's fast.
about storm song in the storm is more fast-paced, and then there's Velua itself, which is describing the landscape of the forest of the Veluwe, which is the namesake of the album.
So you can do a lot of different.
And that's the big theme that's running through the band from the beginning, from your first album through to Value, isn't it? The Dutch forestscape.
Yes, the nature and the folklore.
The little bit that's still left over there.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. But you did something on the Value album that you'd never done before, and you did a song purely in English, in the English language.
Yes.
Yes, well, basically, the song that was written purposely for this album by us in English was an ode to the American fans. Heidevolk that refers to our previous year to the United States, and they promised to return. That's what the song is actually about. You know, it's an ode to a newfound country and people living there.
It's basically drawing parallels between the first American tour of Heidevolk and the story of the Vikings discovering Finland, which is Newfoundland. So it's basically taking those stories and making a comparison of sorts.
Okay, yeah, no, I like it. So it's a great song actually. It's got a chance to be a big anthem, a big well-known anthem. You presume you're doing it live.
Yes, we do.
How's it going down with alongside your most famous song?
Well, actually, it's going very well everywhere except for the Netherlands, because they just demand us to do it. You know, like the Dutch songs, and you know, of course, it's
Right.
oriented.
I think people are a bit afraid that we'll be like doing English as a
Step towards commercialization.
Yeah. But that's not the
Absolutely
point
not.
at all
Of
about it.
There you go. You heard it here. Heidevolk are not going commercial. This is very good news.
Let me also tell you this, that when you play metal, you're not commercial at all. I mean, you'd be stupid to play metal and be commercial, because you should do a different kind of style of music to be commercial. So, I mean, it's never about big money. It's about hobby, you know, telling your story and everything like that. So, definitely.
It's basically about playing what you want to play.
Yeah. So why did you choose Vulgaris Magistralis as something to cover there? You knew that one was going to come up, didn't you?
I think that's a question for Rowan as well, because he was there at the time.
Yeah, well, we really wanted to do a song that's from our region. And we have this band called Normaal there, and they're like a really big thing over there. It's called the Heidevolk, and they are the band over there. So we said, okay, let's browse to their stuff, and then immediately Vulgaris Magistralis came to light, and we're like, of course we have to do this. They're singing about Wodan and Donar. They're making an image of a man that rides a mammoth, and I mean, we felt okay with that, so we did this song. And the fun thing is, when we were recording Valhalla Wacht, we already released Vulgaris Magistralis, which was on the Wodan Heerst single CD. But when I was actually recording Valhalla Wacht, the bass guitar lines, and then Paul Kemper the brother of Dick Kemper who recorded our album, Paul Kemper, he wrote Vulgaris Magistralis, and he came to the studio, and Dick Kemper said, "Hey, you want to listen to this?" So he put it on, and I was like, "Actually, this is the way we wanted to record it."
Your version's way better than the original. No, it is. I'm not just saying that.
But he said, well, just at the time when we recorded it, you couldn't do this. You couldn't do this for radio. You couldn't do this for. So it was a big compliment for us that he really liked it. And of course, the second question was, royalties paid? I said, of course, royalties are paid. No worries. So yeah, no, but it's. It was a song that fitted the band, really.
Yeah, it does. It's brilliant.
And it still does.
I've been looking forward to hearing it live for such a long time.
It makes a great set closure.
Yeah.
Time and time again, you know, it's the big party to end it with, and we've come to expect it as well.
I haven't played a gig where we have played that song.
Yeah, one time.
One time?
We got cut short.
Because it didn't never happen.
Yeah, we got cut short.
It'd be like Motorhead not doing Ace of Spades, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
This isn't your first time in England. You had some gigs here previously, but what's your expectation for this one now that things have moved on a few years?
I'm really excited to go out there and see what's happening with the audience here, because I, for one, have no idea how known we are around here. So for me, it's going to be a very big surprise.
For me and for you as well, it's the first time here with Heidevolk.
Oh yeah.
So I've actually never been to the UK before. So
right.
I'm really stoked to see what happens, you know, when we get on.
Yep.
We would either get booed out of the way, you know.
No, not at all.
I just hope so, you know, the beer cans flying and everything.
Yeah, it's a shame it's a Monday night, but having said that, I think it's shaping up to be quite a decent one for a Monday.
Good.
Right.
It's a shame it's not a Sunday, because then you could have come on the Masterbund as a tour bus. And the other big question is, whenever we interview somebody in the Underworld dressing room, why is there always a penis drawn in the wall behind us?
Well, then,
Can we block that out somehow?
Can we
there's
zoom
penis
in?
there as well.
I was zooming in. Oh, there's people here.
You were only.
Yeah. Take a look at that one. That one's much nicer.
Surprisingly, a lot of this is drawn in this English backstage. I'm not sure why that is.
English humour, English humour.
Oh, it is, right?
Yeah. But what are the future? What can we expect from Heidevolk in the future?
More albums, more tours.
Good.
Yeah.
A lot of being live, a lot of being out there with fans and with people, you know.
A lot of partying.
Yes.
Yeah, I think definitely some more UK tours. Because also on the new album we've got a few stories that will also are entwined with the whole UK stories. So I think that will be something we've got to bring over here.
Okay. Well, we certainly hope so, because this music definitely deserves to be heard more in the UK, and that's what we're trying to do in MetalTalk. We're trying to push it out to the masses. I think it's going to be absolutely wonderful tonight. We waited a long time to see you. Cool. And yeah, let's do it. Let's rock and roll. Or let's folk and roll, if you like.
Folk and roll. Let's folk and roll. I like that.
Absolutely good.
Gentlemen from Heidevolk, thank you.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers.